Okay, here we go. Okay, to get to this page, now you see that I'm on the first page of command, right? I'm on the dashboard. You all know these applets, you know the trick to discovering how to find the applet that you're looking for. We want to go to designs. And the first screen that pops up is going to be my designs. These are all things that I've done. And we're going to look today at the email design that I did that you received this morning. And if you did not receive this email this morning, would you please put your name in the text box because I do need to update the roster on my in my command. So, and we will wait. So here's the first thing I'm going to say about the email preparation is it takes a little processing time. And you think that nothing is happening, you think that it's dead, you think that it's not working, and it's just processing. Okay, that when you see, did you see this click? When that clicked, that means it's live. So now I click inside whatever the element is and it's editable. And I'm going to show you, when this pops up, I'm going to replace this picture. And I'm going to replace it. What's going to pop up is designs that I have used before. So let's just see if there are any that I would rather use. I may throw this winter one in there. Let's just replace that with this picture. There it is. That looks good. I am going to scroll down and make sure that it looks correct. Now watch this. You can change the size of this image. And I know that I want it to be wider than tall, right? So I've found that this ratio seems to work well. 550 pixels versus times 150. That fits that space. And then I always center it. You get a choice of where you want it to be, but I like the text centered. And then you remember the last thing that you do is you click. It doesn't have a save button. It doesn't have a next button. It has a done button, and you click done for each of the elements that you're changing. So there, it's a little wide. Maybe I want to edit that a little bit. It looks a little out of proportion. So I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. I'll just make it 500. And then I'm going to click done again. And you see, it adjusts itself. Same thing for this field. In each of the fields that you're entering on the email template, you can either take out that field, or edit that field. And if you click on the edit button, it gives you a lovely edit opportunity. Why are you not behaving? Well, you see the wait screen came up. So it sometimes takes a moment to respond. So now I decide, yeah, that's a nice message, but I think I want it to be a different color. This functions exactly like a Word, a Word document does. There you go. Now it's going to be red. It doesn't show red yet over here because I haven't clicked done. And I'd like it to be a little bit bolder, so I'm going to do that as well. And now I'm going to click done, and it looks different. Any questions?
How do you get your name in the top box there where it says Winter Greetings? You have Home Vision Group.
I'll take you back to where I created that because I think that's a very cool part of designs. I'll show you where you can do that.
Thank you.
Debbie, did you start with a blank template? Because where you started, it was already done in my design. So what initial template did you use? Was it one that already had a design? Or
I
did you
will
use
take you,
like a
yeah, I
blank?
will take you there. I did not start with a blank template for this one.
You edited.
And I want to go over here and I want to scroll down. The next field I did was a listing block. And I showed you yesterday how you pull up the listings. You select the listing and it pulls all the data in. And then there was a button. And the button, of course, in a template, the button is blank. So I edited the button. And what did I put in the back there? You're going to start to see how all these templates work together. So I decided I wanted to put my digital brochure in this email. The digital brochure is on a landing page. So you have the opportunity to link the button to a landing page, a merge tag, or a web address, a URL. So what does that mean? You could send them to your website. You could send them to any web address. But I chose to send them to my landing page, which I had previously made. Any of the landing pages that are in your command will show up here. And this is way down at the bottom.
Debbie,
What's
I
a
did that
merge
yesterday.
tag?
It
What would-
works
if you-
beautifully.
Oh, sorry.
Say it again.
If you chose merge tag, what would it do?
I don't know. We'd have to test that out. But let's look at it. I don't know why you would choose merge tag. It could take you to, can take you to a KW landing page. That doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense, does it? Market Center team logo, it's a bunch of just merged fields.
I didn't know
that
if
you
you put
would
it into
use.
another email or something like that. It didn't make sense.
Maybe. I'm not sure what the point of that would be.
Hey, so for each property, do I have to do a page, like a landing page for each different property?
I recommend
Or-
it. If you only
Oh,
if you
okay.
want to use it, only if you want to use that as a strategy. So
Well,
we have decided that digital brochures are part of our marketing program.
no, and it makes sense. I think I fully understand what a landing page is. So basically, when they click on the picture, it takes you to the site of the property, correct?
Oh, I'll show you where that goes. Well, let's test it out.
All right, thank you.
I may not be able to do that right there. We'll have to go back to the. Let's just do save here. I'm going to show you one other thing that's kind of funky. Okay, and then when you get the green bar, that's a good thing. In order to send this out, you have to click on save and exit. Oh, golly. Oh, you just have to have a sense of humor doing this, I'm telling you what. All right, let's try this again. Trust me, this is how this works. Oh, you know what? We are just designing. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong page. So that's good. So we've saved and exited. I want you to notice how there are a lot of pieces to this. The next thing we're going to do is go to campaigns. Campaigns is where you send this. So we're going to create a campaign. We're going to create an email campaign. I'm going to call it brand awareness. It doesn't matter what you call it. And I'm going to set up the campaign, and then I'm going, oh, you always have to put a name in, and it never lets you move forward unless you put a name in. And we're going to call this test number 2. And then you can set up your campaign. And just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to send this to myself. So the email is set up to come from me. I can send this to all of the groups that I have put in my mailing lists. I will send it just to myself. And I will put my subject in. And then you select the design, which has to be an email design, to put into your email. So we've gone from designs where we created it to campaigns, to set up an email campaign with a mailing list. And now here is where you click save and exit. And here also, you sometimes have to wait a moment. See, it has to process. There's a lot of data that it's acquiring here. So patience becomes a virtue. I will give it, see, when it's not responsive, you still have to wait. Still not, it's not quite ready. Okay, so I hit save and exit, right? And what happened? It didn't take me out of the campaign. It moved the design into the onto the field here. So now I can see what it's going to look like when it goes out. It's all there, right? And now I can send it.
Can you, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were already looking at the email. I wanted to ask you to click on that button to see if it takes you to the landing page.
There it is. Thank you for that suggestion, Lloydie. That was brilliant because it saved us another step. So just FYI, here's this, and you can make these landing pages look at like whatever you choose them to look like. This is my format, and I just have a pattern in my head so that I don't have to think too hard when I'm making it. This is the listing with all the details and all the photos and a map, and then I put a video in. And then I just put the footer, ta-da, and that's the brochure. And that's available to be distributed at open houses. At the house, I put a picture frame with a link that anybody can put into their phone, and they get this brochure. I also put a map on this brochure if I have a map, a survey. Yes, Lloydie?
Do you play, I mean, does the video play on the email, or does it take you to another website such as YouTube?
YouTube. It has to be a URL that you put into this. It will be, oh goodness gracious sakes alive.
Oh, it plays right there. That's good. That looks better than, when it takes you to another website.
Yeah.
So like, is all this in the landing page? Like all this
Yes, it
info?
is. It's all one thing.
It's all one thing?
there.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. I
Yep.
see why it's very important then to know this. Yeah, all right. So the
Yeah,
info,
just
videos,
do
and everything.
this. You just do this for all of your listings, and it's fabulous. And you know where this comes in very handy? When you're on a listing appointment, and you can go on your phone and click a link and pull up a landing page like this. The
And
seller's eyes pop out of their heads.
And would you know if you're able to link a landing page to a QR? Because then that will make it even better.
You
even
can actually, yes. And if you would like to explore the process for that and bring that back to command users next week, that would be awesome, because it is doable. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I just have not done it.
No, that's perfect. I have an appointment actually with the tech on Friday morning, so I'll be sure to write
Figure
that
that
down.
out. Figure that
perfect.
out. That would be great. So
Yep,
that
that's
so
right.
then you can see that. So you can test your links right here. That's great. I like that. And then so we looked at the digital brochure, and then this I actually put another video in here. So you can have video on video on video. This is about the market. Now this takes you to to your YouTube. But this is about the market. So that's my market video that I also tucked into this. So do you see how rich this can be? This is extremely, extremely rich. And then at the end, they can go, if they're persuaded, to go to your, to download your app with the, on the apps thing, right? Dun, da, da, dum. That's that. So that's what that email looks like. I click on the send. I had set up who it was going to go to. I have an alter ego. I have two WRs, so it's going to both of us. I click that and it's gone. Now when you go back into, so here we are on the email, a campaign page, right? And you can see that I sent out the command training email this morning. 67 people opened it. Any questions there? What do you want me to go back over and review at this point?
Hi, Debbie, it's
Landing
Linda.
page if it's
Okay.
not in an email.
Hold on, Alicia, your question is?
How do you get to the landing page if it's not from a link from an email? Like you said, you use it at the open house. So how do you access it? You go to the website?
I'll show you. I'll show you. Let's stay on email for a moment, but I've got that. I've put that down on the list
Okay,
for the end
thanks.
of the class. Yes. And Linda?
So I was going to ask Debbie why to do it this way rather than from a smart plan, but I think I see the answer, because when you do it in a campaign, you can see who's clicked on it, and in a smart plan, I haven't been able to figure out how to figure out, you know, who's actually looked.
Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is this is HTML, so it's much richer than
I
what you can do in a smart plan.
So
The
we still
smart-
can't take this design that you did and use it from a smart plan?
I don't think so. Does
Okay.
anybody know differently? We can test that.
Because I thought if you made a design and it would, then you could still bring it into a smart plan, and it doesn't matter because I would prefer to do it this way now that I see that it gives me the clicks.
Let me see. Let me see if, you know what, I could do this here. No, I can't do this here. Hold on. I have to go to my personal time to do it. Okay, so let's just see. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Not that I've used it, but
This would be a wonderful discovery, Linda. This would make me very happy too, because then you just have choices,
Yeah.
right? Let's just see if this actually works. I am not sure.
Maybe it takes a while to come in because there's so
Well,
much in there.
also, it could be that. Hmm. I'm not sure. Let's do this and leave that and see where we land. Let's look at this again one more time, and then I'll play with this if it doesn't. You know what I'm going to do very quickly? I will just do a quick new one, because I'm not sure if it's because that's an older one. And we'll create an email, and we'll make an email with a design and select that. And aha, it was because it was an old plan. Okay, well, isn't this interesting? Huh.
I'm not sure if I follow what just happened.
So I went back to create a new smart plan. Because I think the smart plan I was trying to add this to had been used, or it didn't want to receive it. So I started a new smart plan. I put the email field into the smart plan. And then I chose design, and let's see if this is going to save. It was updated in my, oh, isn't that a beautiful thing? Look at that. Let's see if this holds, because if it does, this is even cool. Huh. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to send this to a few of you. Hold on one second. And I'm just going to call it test 2 just because. Remember to save it. We saved it. I'm going to save the smart plan. And now we're going to go back here. And now who wants to receive it?
Joanne.
Me.
Okay, who else?
Joanne,
Stuart.
please.
And Lydia, please.
Oh, I've got Joanne, I've got you in here with a hyphen maybe?
Possibly no hyphen, no E.
Yeah, no, hyphen and no E. Stuart, U-A-R-T?
Yeah, it's right there in the chat. It's stugertskw.com.
Well, somehow we are frozen. Okay, we have to wait a moment. I may just send it to the two of you for right now, and then we can sample it later. Oh, there we go. See, you're not STUG.
STUGERTZ at KW.com.
Yeah, I see. This is, I will have to add you to this list. You're missing on this list. Okay, I'm just going to send this to these couple of people. So I'm going to add those, confirm that. And I know it's going to Lloydie and Joanne, and you're going to tell us when you get this. Okay, and you see, it tells you right now that there are 2 people in this smart plan. It's a one-step smart plan, so this will disappear once they've received it. Okay, this is very cool. Linda, thank you for that idea, because
Sure.
I like that. That's very neat. That's what this group is all about. That was very helpful. All right, where do we want to go next? Do you want me to go back to the beginning of the creation of that email?
Yes, I'd like to know if you edited an existing template or if you started from scratch to create it.
So I actually did use one of the templates. And we're going to go to emails, and I'm going to, these are all the emails that I've got in my designs, but we're going to start with a new email next. And then you can choose from all of these. They're all a little bit different, and it almost doesn't matter which one you choose unless you have a specific, you want to put like a bunch of listings together, and then one of these would be better than another. From where this is, I don't know a great way to look at them and see what's actually in the template other than opening them up.
So Debbie, the email came through, all links are working.
Isn't that great? That is fabulous. Huh.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Good, 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 good. So here's where you start. So this template has a header. It has an image with a headline copy, then some text, then a link, a button that you can link, as we said, landing pages to, then another image, more copy, another link. So these could all be listings, couldn't they? You could have 3 listings there with 3 different landing pages. And if you did that, I'll tell you what, I would change the name of this template somehow so that I would know that's the one that I wanted to go back to. And then the footer at the bottom, see, it always tells me I'm being impatient. The footer at the bottom will just be that standard that you've seen. All right, or what you can do when it gets live again, come on. Again, this is where I get very impatient. There it goes. Now it's live. Now you see all of the boxes are live. So I decide that I only have 2 listings I want to put in here. So I'm going to take one of these things out. So I'm going to take that out. I'll take that space out. I'll take that out and that out, and I'll take that out. And now I have 1, 2, right? So you can edit the format. I can actually decide that I'm going to change. I don't want to put an image in this one. I want to put a video there. So I'm going to make a space for the video right there. So we'll start with a video and a header. Now, I am not a big fan of this square. So I always replace that image. And again, you can find a whole range of these images in designs. Joanne, hold that thought for a second and remind me that I want to go back and find another one. I'm going to put the logo in there. And again, now remember, you have to size it. So if I leave it the way it is, it's going to be a square, and that logo looks horrible as a square. You can't read anything. So I'm going to make this 400. Whoops, not 4,000, 400. It won't let you put a wrong number in. And then remember, done, and there it is. Actually looks pretty good. If I want to add a video, if you want to add a video, you need to have a URL. The only place I have URLs is in my YouTube. So it would be a YouTube URL sharing link that you would do. And then you do need to add a thumbnail over the top, or else it's just a blank square. So you can line up, that's one of the reasons I have some pictures in here. You notice I used, what did I use? I used this on top of one of the videos because I think you can use your own picture, but people may not click on that. You can make yourself a little business card and you do that in designs and then just put that in your images. Here's how you add images to that. I'd need to have something that was on this computer and I don't know that I do. So, but that's how you find those. Any questions there for the images?
Yeah, so when you're replacing, you just click on that image and then it will ask you to select it from someplace. Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
And then they have to be on the computer to add them? Or does it let you get them from someplace else?
So I'd love to have it. I'd love to have it go directly to. Oh, see, I don't have the URL in there yet, so it doesn't want me to do this. Okay, so well, that's going to hold me up. All right, what I'm going to do now. So that. Let's undo. I don't know how to get that out. Oh dear. Goodness gracious. Let's just go back here. Let's see if this will. Yes. So I'm going to demonstrate putting a listing in here. We're going to replace this with listing images. And let's look at, you know what, I'm going to stick with Rock Ridge because I know all of the stuff is in there. We are low on listings, boys and girls. I know. Don't you love the way it tells you to stay calm? Just wait, be patient. No. It will come.
It's usually a little longer when you're sharing screen too, isn't it?
A little bit. A little bit. Except be prepared that my inclination when something goes like this is that it's frozen and it's not going to come back. And that's not true. In this program especially, sometimes it takes a little bit to be prepared. There it goes. Now we got it. All right. Now I'm going to choose my, so when you get your listing up, you can choose what image you want to put in the first spot. Going to choose a different one just for the fun of it. That's probably going to be properly sized for that space. And I'll just put that in that slot. So you have access to all of your listing pictures. And then we'll just edit this copy, which is going to be brilliantly. And we're going to do that and that and that and that. And remember, the next thing I click is not save, but done. And then that's done. All right. Questions as we're going through this? The link copy. I want to call this a virtual brochure.
So Debbie, the description doesn't automatically pull from the listing?
It does if you're in it. That was just the image. If you're in a listing block, and I'll show you that, Joanne.
Yes, that's
Will.
right too. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Right? Okay. And then this is going to be listed, clicked on a landing page, and I'm just going to choose that landing page just for the fun of it. This is, you can have rounded or square blocks. You can change the color if you want of the button. And please don't use any special characters and limit it to 25 characters. So we're just going to call this a virtual brochure. It tells you what you need to do. It gives you, and see, there we go. Virtual brochure, rounded corners, red, da-da-da-dum. All right, so I'm going to change this, Joanne, to eliminate that and go, let's bring a listing block in here. And now I'm going to find the listing again. Hopefully it won't freeze. RIDGE. And there it is, right there. Now, when this goes in, that listing is selected and you see the listing information right here. You see that? So you have the choice of, and then I can also put a link there if I want to. I'm going to test something out here for you. And I'm going to go to, I'll show you how you'd put a different link in here. Home Vision. There's more than one way to skin this cat. You can make this highly customized to you. And we'll just find this listing. This is probably is Sweet Cake Mountain. And there it is. And so then I open it up and there's the listing. Now I'm going to take this URL. Oh my goodness. I'm going to copy that, take it into the digital brochure over here and paste that. And most likely I have to take out the first HT. Oh no, look at that. It put it in exactly correctly. Look at that. Good job. Okay, now I think I'm done. Now watch here. There it is. Now there's a link to this. I'm going to close this and magically, oh, it may not take us there from here. We probably have to put this into the actual email to get that link to work, but it is connected.
Maybe from the preview.
On a preview, yes. Yeah, we can probably get there. Wait a minute. I think I lost it. That was me. Okay. All right, always check that. Now we're going to click done. And then when we go to, all right, what else would you like to see added in this? Do you want me to do anything else here or shall we move forward?
Debbie, I just have a quick question of clarity. The button that you put up top in the red.
Yep.
I should say in the middle. Yeah, the
Yep.
virtual brochure, you selected from the right side that tab that says button for that? I just don't remember what was selected to put that in.
So yes, you could. If you were starting from a blank slate,
Okay,
that's exactly what you would do.
Okay.
You would go in and put a button. I'll put a button right there. You can put a button any place you want, and then you can edit it. And remember, just click in whatever the unit is, and you can edit that piece.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to take that one out. All of these are fields that you can add. You can add a text field, a picture, a button, the legal header, which is, like we have on the landing pages, the legal footer, a listing, an event block. I've never done that. I don't know what that is. Let's just see what that thinks it is. What would that look like? Oh, so it allows you to have a date. Probably you could put a button to link. So we've been doing a lot of events. I haven't used this for that yet. And we could put a button here that says registration link. Click here to register. And it would take you to Eventbrite or wherever you're registering them, and put your event information in there. And look, it's all set up for you. I love that. You can throw in a market snap if you want. And I'll test that out just for the fun of it. See, and now Oh. That's what happened yesterday. That's because I get so impatient. I don't know if that's going to come back. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to back into designs because I want to show you where you can find some of these designs. So we're going to open up the workspace and I'll show you the range. The new, you've got just all kinds of very cool things here. The new designs are always seasonal. And I'll tell you what, always come in here about once or twice a month and just see what has been added. Because they keep these very, let's choose these. They keep these very timely. You see, they've had Mardi Gras, they've had the Chinese New Year. They had some stuff for family reunion. And this page is not scrolling for some reason. Maybe it scrolls here. That's where it scrolls. Mardi Gras, President's Day, Valentine's Day, Black History Month. I mean, they just keep adding things, and it just gives you another opportunity to reach out to your database. Some of these are very cool. I mean, you can pick one or two of these to send out as just kind of random contacts. Choose your quarantine house. They're very kind of this is where the creativity shows up. No. This is where these banners are.
Okay, now put your logo in the one, please.
Business Basic, that's what I will do in 1 second. Business Basics, social branding. These are all sized to fit as well as Facebook posts, Facebook covers. That they could be your header for your business page if you wanted. But they also fit right in that that header for the emails. So let's take this one. We'll choose this with the red houses, the red and white houses, and I will brand it. So does it have a brand on it? It does not have a logo. So we're going to add a logo. And I'll put that. And it's right there. There it is. Dun, da, da, dum. Where do I want it to go? This is kind of a busy piece, isn't it?
Well, that was easy.
That's a lot of houses. Oh, there's nothing to it. I mean, it's easy as pie. It doesn't look very good on that banner.
Oh, no, but
So let's go back and choose a different banner. Let's see if we can get there from doing, no, don't save that. But you can see there's a place for it here, or you could maybe put it in here. Let's put it in this one. But that's all there is to it. You have, and this one already has a space for it. So then all you have to do is go like that and move it into position and you're all set. I don't like the way that, I would rather it
Visual.
place like that, right? So then it fits. So you just fiddle with it until it looks right. I don't dislike that. So I think I'll save that. Always remember to label it. So I'm going to say at home banner.
And Debbie, if like where you put the logo, let's say if you decide you don't want that logo and you want to do something else, you just click on it and hit delete to make it go away.
Like that. Just like that. That's it. Okay, so now I've got another one. So watch for that one to be a header on an email that you get sometime soon. And then it shows up in my designs. And I can decide, oh, see that? That's kind of cool. With that, I don't have to make it branded to me. What else can I show you? Somebody wanted to see landing page access. Are you still with us?
Yes, when you showed how you use it at your open house, I didn't know how you access that landing page. It's not
So
an email.
this is my inventory of landing pages. They all have long links. What I do is I shorten the links, and many of you have heard this already. I'm trying to remember if I can remember what the shorter link is on that one.
Do you use
I use Bitly. I think it might be this. Let's try it. Let's see. Regis, you have to spell it right. Registration. Oh, it looks like that might be real. Oh, nope. Well, I'll tell you what. I know I can do this. bit.ly. So I create a short link through Bitly, and then it's easy to cut and paste, and it's easy to keep track of. And that's what goes on the in the frame at the house, and it's easy for somebody to use. But I don't know who talked about doing the QR code. A QR code does the exact same thing. And then they have immediate access to that. So it's
when you
just
say it's a
creating
frame, what kind of, like a picture frame?
a picture frame. Yes.
Oh, okay,
I-
so it's not
yeah.
like, because I thought maybe you had your computer there and then they could just.
Nope. Nope. I just have a plain old, instead of at listings, usually you have a pile of listings,
Yeah.
right? I don't do that. I just have a picture frame that has a
Oh.
picture of the house, and
Oh,
it
nice.
says for the virtual, for the digital brochure, use this link. And it's a short link, Bitly, with the address and LP landing page, so I can remember it. And then that's all they have to do. So
Oh.
that's how you access that.
Got it. Okay, great.
Mhm. Okay, so that's that. And anything else, and whoever wanted to stick around for the DocuSign conversation, I can do a really quick DocuSign demonstration of how you move documents.
That was me, Deb. It's Carol.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions before we go to that?
Debbie, I just had a quick question on on the email blast, when on the bottom where it has this, was the option between simple versus design. Simple selection would be like a straight text email?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So.
So
um,
meaning no video, no, I can't put anything else in there.
Well, you can do it, but you have to do it by putting in a hyperlink. So this is a smart plan that takes that we send out to public open house visitors. If you wanted to put a video in, you would do it by adding a hyperlink
Okay.
right in there. That's all. Mhm.
So
But
that,
this is just plain text.
okay, so but if I want an image or anything, I have to have that already
Yeah.
set up in design.
You can't put an image in here. You
Right.
would have to go to the HTML designs version, and
Okay.
that would come straight out. And it could only be an email template that you had created. You can't just put a straight design in. I would love for that to be so, but it's not.
Okay, so it must be created in designs on.
In
under
designs,
email.
in the email
Email.
designs. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Because it's HTML, it's not a JPEG.
Okay,
That's the key, all right?
okay, thank you.
And so we'll go from there to here. Yes, that's fine. Don't change anything. And we'll go in and let me just think if there's anything I want to add. Maybe I can do something in this one. So documents, we're going into DocuSign, right? And I will pull, oh, you know what? I don't need to go into DocuSign. Ha 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 ha. I'm going to, I'm in the document section. So does everybody know where I am at this point? I'm in opportunities. I opened up a listing opportunity that is actually in a contract. And now I'm on the documents page, right? And I'm on this is the listing side. I'm going to go to the under contract side because I may be missing something here. Let's see, I don't know if this is in, so I'm going to add a file. If I go to DocuSign, source of documents, I can see which documents are signed in DocuSign, and all of those documents are in there. Disclosure and explanation, disclosure, property. I would love to see property disclosure. Residential property condition report, but I don't see it signed. But you know what? So if it were signed, there it would be. I click on the document that I want to take from DocuSign. I click assign, and voila, it's in that space. Is that cool? I think that is the bee's knees. What do you think?
That's very cool.
Did I lose everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
Moving from, it was in opportunities, and then where did you want to move it? To DocuSign?
It was in, the signed document was in DocuSign. I wanted to, so best practices. I keep all of my documents in the document section in opportunities.
Right.
So I've got all my city documents, all of those things. Everything that belongs to this file is in the documents.
So Debbie, you make a custom folder for each
Offer,
offer.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And then I have, some of these didn't pan out, and
Mhm.
yet I still have all of I have the history of when we received that offer and all of the documentation, just in case,
Gotcha.
right? Yep. And I'll do this one more time because I just think it's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go into the listing documents are probably all here. They pretty much are. They're all in there. I think I ended up getting this one. Designated. Listing showing. These are all the documents for this file that are in DocuSign. You have access to everything. And then all you'd have to do would be click on one of them and it would load right up into there. It's awesome. You don't have to print, you don't have to scan, you don't have to copy, you don't have to do anything. It goes from one to the other seamlessly. It's very,
You wanted to get one from DocuSign and put it in the opportunities folder.
that's it.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. Okay.
Yep. Okie dokie, Smokey. Everybody good?
Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys.
Great class.
Good. Well, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate all of you, and I know you're using Command more and more. I'm gonna quick commercial. On Wednesdays at 3, like we've been having the Command Basics, I'm going to continue to do Command Basics, but it can be a little more advanced if there are people there who have been playing for a while. So we're going to do Command Basics Wednesdays at 3, and it's going to be MREA using Command, become an MREA using Command. So it's going to blend the models and the functionality of Command. I'm very excited to do this because I find it's really cool. All righty.
Good. Yeah.
All right, 3 o'clock on Wednesdays, one topic at a time. All right.
Debbie,
See you guys. Yeah.
Debbie, at the beginning you said put the email address, whoever didn't get the email. I didn't get the email. Can you add me or
Did you put your email in the chat?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I will copy the chat.
Thank you, Debbie.
Okie dokie. Very
bye.
good. Okay. So long, guys.